Hello and welcome back to Oddsparks. Now, last time we got our ether train up and running, and now we need to look at the next bit, which is gonna be the liquid fertilizer production. And that's the wrong button. This one, liquid fertilizer. We need an alchemy lab, and I'm not sure I have everything I need, but we need firestone clusters and stellar leaves. And that should give us liquid fertilizer. We need 5 of those, so we need a fairly large setup for this. But stellar leaves production is something we already have running. We have it here, where surplus is directed this way to fertilizer, the stellar fertilizer, and to now we'll make another one. And we're going to just make a small right there. Now, I want to have my train station somewhere in this vicinity. However, if I look at it here, I want it to go from here across and up. I don't want it to pass down through there. Could potentially place it vertical here, but I think this direction is gonna be better. And the reason is I need to move my final product from here over there. And I don't see a big solution for that. So, first off, slashies come out to play. All this vegetation needs to go. Get rid of all of it. Okay, what are you hitting now? You can't hit the rocks. I just find it funky that even if there is just a single that's doing something weird, all of them are blocked. That is a bit weird. Also save, please be done. There we go. That should cover us. Now, I think this is gonna be the spot. So let's try and get this designed so it looks just a tiny bit decent. Liquid fertilizer is going in the last wagon. We have ether leaves coming in there. And I'm going to build this one at the firestone place, because I think that would work best. So again, I don't need all that many stations for it. And I will just pick up a bit of coal from this side, and then I can feed a train there. But due to not wanting to strain my production down the other one, we're just going to use a small one there. Let's get ether seeds moving up. They are coming from down here. And across to here. And I think we will make it a double so I can have 2 guys running. Because it is a fairly long round on this guy. There we go. And we happen to have 2 here. That should do it. Right. So that's hooked up. Let's connect up the rails. And that should work. There. That's better. Now this one is gonna be funny. Where can you go? You can go there. How tight can we make this turn? There. We can do almost right angles. Now this one is gonna be something else. Let's see. We forgot we need one guy sitting there. And for now I will just dump my coal here. There we go. So we have hooked up that part, and we don't know what we're going to use for signaling yet, but this is the firesroom place. And I did try to make it not waste too much. So while this one is more than 80%, it sends a signal to block, which means that there is a consumption on this one. Or rather, when there's consumption on this one will open like this. And now this one will be allowed to dump. So this is the primary production line. And what I think I will do is I will actually hook into this, and up here we can't build across there. See, that's just not possible. What I can do is I can have one of these like this. And if I do this, it'll run in and run. No biggie. I think. Yeah, there's only one guy. So let's see. We need a one-way. We always want him to get out, but we do not always want to allow him in. There. So as long as this one actually, can I have a NOT gate? Yes, I can. How big is a NOT gate? It is like this. So if I do this, there. Because this one is full, it means I can divert my resources. Haha. And he will go in. See, now he will dump in there, and that is because this is the main consumer. Should actually be this one. Never mind. I think we will try this and see how it goes. Now, I can't remember if I got all the equipment for the alchemy lab. I do. I can build an alchemy lab. That's good. I can do that. And let's see. I could build. I mean, I got a bypass there, which means I could potentially do something here to make another bypass. I think that could work. Yeah, I got space to remove that one. Let's just quickly take this one and go. Like that. Now we got all we need. We are going to cut down all of this stuff. Cut down more stuff. Collect more stuff. And if you're too stupid not to hit rocks, then yeah, I don't know what to tell you. You failed at everything. There we go. Now I want a train station sitting here. And there. We are going to load, unload, unload. Come on, autosave. Thank you. And load. That's good. And this one is going to run around and into this one. There we go. That is a bit funky, but it will do. There we go. And that is done. So we got the station up and running. Now we just need the alchemy lab, and I think this area up here will be good for that. One alchemy lab coming up. Now we're not making much with just a single alchemy lab, so I might want to expand that at a later stage. I think that should be a good spot. And where do we have them? There. Liquid fertilizer. Where's the liquid fertilizer? There it is. Good. Now, I need to transfer across here. So, first off, we are going to take a zip line. And run that to there. I am also going to take an elevator, which I hope I can do. without too much problem. There, and we can go up, and it'll just be a short one. And actually we can just get this bit done. There we go. You go back, you go again. There we go. For now, you can pass to that place. And we need the road crossing there. Because you're going over here. We need a offloading point. There. Done. We need a ramp. Where's the ramp? There it is. And we need to get up and down. Well, that is not aligned, but I cannot get everything, I think. Like that. And one of those guys gonna run there. We need another little bit of stashing over here. That's gonna be our inbound. Another little ramp, because that's just how we do that. We need a road crossing there. And straight across. And one sitting there. Check. That's done. Now I just need a way for the train to be loaded with coal. Because this guy is actually trashing coal. I think, yeah, he is. Kind of. Let's go out there. Get one of these. Again, we don't need that much coal. But we do need it. See, we can go there and there and there. That should be enough to get this guy going. Let's get back across the map to this place. We need to produce a bit of the stuff and then we can mark the train. Let's see. Where are we? I got lost again. And this way. Just grab a stack. Return to our thing. There's a handy dandy waypoint there. And we need one dude. He'll carry a stack that will do all we want. we need to do there. So that is all done. And off we go. Let's just check how this stuff is doing. We're doing very well on this. There we go. Now we can mark the trains. We need this guy to be liquid fertilizer. Let's build the train. And because it's weird, we're gonna build it there. And you're going to have 2 wagons. Perfect. You are going to be liquid fertilizer as well. And you're going to have this guy and that guy. We already have some liquid fertilizer to load on. That's good. We just need to get over here and make sure that the liquid fertilizer gets sent off at the right station. And off we go. It needs to be up here. This guy. You are called liquid fertilizer. Are those 2 trains? No, they're not the same. So that's good. Now, we can build the next part, which is offloading liquid fertilizer. Which is gonna go this way. And there we go. Now we're just waiting for liquid fertilizer train. And I guess that would be you. Nope. You? Oh. Oh. Well, that's bad. What did I forget? Yeah, autosave. Can you please not do that? Yeah, I totally forgot to put a guy on there. Let's find the train. It's sitting up here somewhere. $20 should actually be enough. And if it is not enough, I don't know. We will rescue it again. But I think it's enough. Especially if I just do a tiny correction down here. Then we should be loaded up. There we go. Now we'll load 41 on it. This one is already done. This one can have a single fertilizer in it. Let's check the train. There is a train coming there, and that's not our train. There it is. It's the liquid fertilizer train. I just want to see it arrive before we continue. What is this one talking about? It's talking about that we have produced it. Yes, we have. Where did it go? It is right there. Yes. Let's just see how much. Well, it should work nicely from now on. Now we need to take this one and send it on a long trip. This is my dump area for spares. Not even to this place, all the way across to this place. So yeah, that's gonna be a long... like this, and it's way up there. Okay. Can you handle that one? Yes, you can. So while you handle that, I will just be looking with you. Let's eat long. Can you fix all the stuff that's lying around? There we go. Wow, that is a really long one. We are going to start by just plopping 3 on it. That should give us something? Oh. And there we go. Now it's running again. That's why we always check the first run, because it's annoying having to deal with that traffic jam. Then we just need the final guy there. Let's just see. I think these guys will do nicely from now on. Yep, that's working. Now we just need to wait for... not that train, this train. We're just gonna take a ride. And there goes the liquid fertilizer. Good. Off we go again. Back to the main line. Do I have any more of those? I don't. And I can't remember if I set up everything up there. We'll find out in a moment. I don't think it's enough to make the first one, but we will see. Yes, I did set it up. Liquid fertilizer goes across, gets picked up, and delivered to the first of the feeders. Now we need a lot of fertilizer, much more than we have now, but it's enough to get the first growth, but it takes a long time, so I won't stick around to watch this one grow, but we'll see next time. So until then, bye bye.